here's a question that many people are asking us. What's the difference between yoga and Pilates?
Yeah, it's always an interesting question, and I would like to just start by saying what's the same about yoga and Pilates. Really, Pilates was designed as a body, mind, spirit method, and Joseph believed very strongly in the fact that if you spent 30 minutes a day practicing, that it would not only improve your physical body, but that it would improve your mental state and your spiritual state. So it's an uplifting activity to take part in. As you know, most exercise, taking a hike or going to the gym, can often have the same results. And it also was a way of quieting the mind, of focusing, bringing your attention inward, and finding a way of really connecting back into yourself. And Joseph was quite explicit about that particular fact and wrote about it in his book, Return to Life, many years ago. So to me, yoga and Pilates go hand in hand insofar as that they support that inward focus, that quieting of the mind, that highly focused attention, and balancing those things with the movement and the physicality or the vitality in the body, which together really elevates the spirit. The fundamental differences between Pilates and yoga, one of them is that yoga, in a yoga practice, you're often moving into an asana or a pose and sustaining the pose for a short to significant period of time. You're working on deep mobilization and strength simultaneously, which is exactly like what we do in Pilates. But through Pilates, we're really looking at moving the body through a position, using repetition and rhythm to create or to achieve the same thing, going deeply into places where we need opening and range of motion, but also really working to build strength around those things. So honestly, besides the fact that yoga was started thousands of years ago and Pilates really was emerging in the early mid-1900s, they're very much alike.
My personal experience, when I first started trying to do yoga, it was very challenging and frustrating to me because it was painful to hold those poses. I didn't have the range of motion, I didn't have the flexibility, so trying to hold a pose like that when I was in chronic pain in my upper body was no good. But once I got stronger and had better awareness of my body through Pilates, now I can go and do yoga and be much more comfortable there.
Right.
So the two practices are very complementary.
Absolutely.
And if you're doing yoga, you should add a little Pilates. If you're doing Pilates, you should add a little yoga.
Absolutely.